Good afternoon, YouTube. Mocking up the battery and charge controller here, and I think everything's going to fit. I've got about 1.5 inches of clearance there, maybe 40 millimeters, that I can raise the charge controller up above the battery, so that'll give me a little bit of room to get to the wires there. The battery will be shoved back because I'll be taking out the speaker back there. What I need to do is build a frame to hold the battery and the charge controller up against the side of the bed there. So I'll be using some steel angle to make a tray to hold the battery, very similar to what I have for my dual batteries that actually just live right down underneath here. So I wanted to show you a partial build on my battery cage. So this is the LiTime Mini 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery, and this cage is being fabricated to fit in between the roll bar on my Toyota 4Runner. So I'm working on my battery cage. It'll normally be sitting up like this, and this side would be pushed back against the side of the bed and back. So this is the bottom, the top, and then the battery will slide in here. But one of the things I ran into when I welded these front corners on, that's the same length as this, but up here you can see this whole thing kind of spread apart when I welded these angles on. So they're about 1/8 of an inch, maybe 3 millimeters wider here than they are here. I want to pull this together. I have a couple of bar clamps. I could clamp them that way to pull two ends together, but then I also need something to hold everything square. And I was thinking, boy, if I had a vise, I have a bench vise, but it only goes out to about 6 inches wide. And the vise on my milling machine only goes out to about 5 inches, and I need more than that. So I was thinking here, I've got this 12-inch vise on the bandsaw. So you can see here, I've got the bandsaw vise, and right there I've got the gap. I can just crank this down, and now that's tight, and I can just tack weld it right in here and then take it out. I want to actually do the welding underneath because I don't want any rough weld beads sticking up and chewing into the side of the battery. So we're working here on the back of the 4Runner, and one thing I just finished up this week was I decided to get rid of the carpet that overlaid the wheel wells, and then I put 4 coats of Herculiner spray on there. But the reason I had to get rid of the carpet was the carpet right in here where it came over was just thick enough between the carpet and the padding that it got in the way of my battery box here, or battery cage. So here's my battery cage. You can see I've got it all welded up now, and it's really tight fit here. You can see I've got to have a tab sticking out here to catch this bolt hole. I mean, I've got maybe 1/8 of an inch, 3 millimeters clearance, and it has to sit right down below the factory roll bar mount. So I've got slotted holes there to let me fit it into the mounting holes there, and I put threaded inserts into all the holes in place of the plastic push pins. This goes in, so yeah, it's a tight fit. I had to really work with the angles and just trim everything down to the bare minimum. But my charge controller is going to sit up there. What I need to do is get some dimensions here. So the back of the charge controller has 2 flanges and slotted holes for screw heads. So I'm going to put some uprights, one over here, one over here. Those will get welded onto this flat bar here. So anyway, I thought I'd show you that intermediate step here, but that's a big step in the process. So stay tuned, and as always, thanks for watching.